Hey, what's happening, guys? Well, here I'm doing my quick review of Green Lantern, starring Ryan Reynolds, directed by Martin Campbell. I went to see the movie last night, but before I get to the review, I'd like to address some of these critics that have been reviewing the movie, saying their stuff about the movie since the beginning of the week. I usually do not read reviews or nothing like that. I like to just experience the movie and then give my thoughts and comments on this. So I'm going to address these guys. You know, I love IGN. IGN is a great media with movie information, gaming, more gaming than anything. But I mean, they did a written review and a video review of this movie, and I'm telling you something, it was disgusting, and the level of how unprofessional this review is, it is really bad. I mean, it sounded like they just got paid out by Marvel or something to do like the worst, you know, I just talked the worst crap and shit about this movie. I mean, addressing the characters, like the one naming testicles, Hector Hammond looked like a testicle, and Parallax looked like diarrhea. Like, who, what professional does this and releases this to the media? I thought they had some level of professionalism in this sector. It's what a crap review, IGN, and I'll get to that, and I'll compare my thoughts and comments of the movie with what they said and some of these critics out there. Alright, so I'll get to that. Green Lantern. Last night, I go in there, and like I said, I never check reviews and stuff like that, but man, I was losing hope on this movie. I'm like, my God, how can this be? Martin Campbell directed Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, like one of my favorite movies of all time, and to me is my favorite James Bond movie. You can see, guys, I'm wearing my Green Lantern shirt last night. I wore it glow in the dark. I was just pumped. I didn't care about no reviews. I went in there, man. I'm gonna enjoy this movie. It's gonna. I cannot believe this movie is this crap like people are saying. Okay, I refuse to believe it. So you know what? Going in there, I'm a clear mind. Sat down. It was awesome. I would say amazing. I mean, I cannot believe the reviews. Like, it just, man, people got out of there. People applauded at the end of the movie. Let me tell you, like, it was what a ride that was. You know, and the only downfall, I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna get this out of the way of this movie, is the movie should have been longer. This could have been more. It needed more development. Yes, we need to see more. The Green Lantern Corps, for sure. We need to see some action in space. These guys fighting. I mean, there is one scene that these guys were coming. Oh man, they're gonna go and you know, Sinestro picks up a group of warriors to go attack Parallax. And I mean, these guys are coming in space. You can see them going towards it, and as a fight starts, and I'm like, man, this is what movie did these people review? Did they review like a cut version of it? This is like the Did they see the final version of this movie? I was so confused, man. I'm just thinking, I'm like, my God, this is great. But the thing is that the movie was cut short. Because, I mean, if you want to really make this the epic movie that should have been, it would have been like a 4-hour movie. But I'm telling you, man, it was so enjoyable, so great, so believable. I did not find anything cheesy in it. I mean, Ryan Reynolds, this was the whole thing about everybody. Ryan Reynolds was going to ruin this movie, ruin the franchise. He was awesome. He is marked as Hal Jordan now from the rest of his life. Now he is Hal Jordan. He does great. He looks great. No, hey man, I'm not gay or anything, but the guy is in perfect shape. He looks heroic. He's got that muscular body. Is perfect, man. Like when he's like gets the suit, he's like, whoa, you know, he's like, you know, cracking jokes. It just looks great. I really felt this guy like a hero, you know. My God, the special effects were incredible. The best use of 3D yet this summer. You know, I've seen pretty much everything that in 3D. Thor, X-Men First Class had no 3D. Pirates, I've seen the best so far. I mean, not Avatar quality, but I mean, very awesome. The depth in space, the whole thing, the travels in space, very impressive. The use of 3D was used at the perfect timing in that movie. It was very well done. The story, like I said, the story had, like, you could tell where they cut some segments out to make the movie shorter, to, you know, but I mean, if this would have been a 3-hour, 4-hour movie, I would have enjoyed it even more. But I mean, it was really good. I was at the edge of my seat, man, the whole movie. And it was like all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we're at the final scene, and oh my God, it's just craziness. talk about more about the characters, I mean, yeah, Hal Jordan was great. Ryan Reynolds was awesome. Sinestro, man, Mark Strong. That guy is. I want to see more of him. I want to see more of him in the next movie, because there is another movie coming up, and looks like the next one will be even better. They probably learned from some of the mistakes they made on this one. They will make it better. I guarantee you they'll make that movie better. And I mean, Mark Strong was awesome. Some of the other characters, I mean, Hector Hammond, he was not the main villain. You have Parallax's entity that comes from space and feeds on the yellow power of fear. And I mean, I love that Parallax, man. That look of that thing, it just looked crazy big, and the talk, when that thing spoke, man, I felt that, man. I was like, man, this is a villain that out of gigantic proportions. How the hell did you beat that? That's what I kept asking me. How the hell did you beat that? You know, it's with an incredible force, like the Green Lantern Corps have, right? So the green and yellow, they fight against each other all the time. Hector Hammond he was creepy. He was kind of like disgusting, but you felt his thing. He's like, he was just like a little nerdy kid, and he was kind of in love with the main girl, but I mean, the girl would never give him a time of day. Hal Jordan, the good-looking guy, and then all of a sudden he can read minds, because he did the operation on Abin Sur when Abin Sur crashed, and he got infected with the Parallax, some of the DNA, so he started transforming into this crazy thing, like, and man, it looked evil and twisted, and the guy was really good. I really liked his acting. I didn't say the whole sat there and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible, like, what's going on here, like, oh man, I just, man, it's just the reviews, I mean, it's disgusting. People were giving very good thoughts of the movie coming out of the theater, applauding. We really enjoyed this, and then people are asking, what's going on with these reviews, man? Like, people are getting confused about it. What else? I mean, the 3D, amazing special effects. The suits, the suits looked awesome. Like, they were glowing, and they had like radiating like electricity around, a green glow. I mean, the willpower effects, like all the things that, of course, Green Lanterns, whatever they think they can do, and they can use it as weapons. The one thing too, people, oh, why is Hal using all these weird things and this childish things like a Hot Wheels racetrack and some springs to lift the truck up? I'm like, well, this is from the comics. Hal Jordan is known to do this as a Green Lantern, to use these like childish, materializing stuff like that. Like a fly swatter, a boot or an anvil, drop something. He's done this, so they're sticking right true to the story of the comics. Perfect. I love it. There's nothing you can say about it. What else? I mean, some of the character, yeah, like the lady, I can't remember the lady, the agent there that invites Hector Hammond to do the autopsy on Abin Sur. I guess she's got some involvement with the DC universe. I have no idea who she is, but I mean, whatever. They could have developed that more. Sure. What else? Oh man, I like the action. The action was spectacular. I mean, yes, we should have seen more of the training. The training should have been more elaborated, longer, more Green Lantern and space stuff. Need to see more of that. But I mean, it's Hal defending his planet, so he's got to go back and forth to Earth and Oa, back and forth. So that's what it is. More focus on Hal and saving the planet. Now he proved himself that he's a Green Lantern. Maybe in the next movie they'll do a little bit of more training. He needs to train in some other stuff. They'll develop it. They make it bigger. And I'm telling you, I just can't. Unbelievable. I love Parallax. Parallax was sick. Like this one scene, man. Like it just comes and he like stops it with the shield. And one of the clips there, it's on YouTube, and he's just like talking to him while he's pushing on him that I'm destroying your family. I'm destroying everybody in this world. There's nothing you can do. And Hal's just holding him back, man. And he says the oath, and he just like kicks him out, man. Like I felt that, man. It was oh man, it was great. It was. I'm gonna go see this movie again for sure. It was fantastic. Like I said, as man. Well, one thing, like I'm looking at these scenes in the background in Oa, and I saw the Guardians there. I would have liked to see the Hal Jordan, like the tribunal, when he gets there with the ring first, and they say, you know what, this is the human. We never had a human before in this. They're not good. The humans killed each other and all that. But you know what I mean. But and then Gantha said, well, I know they're like this, you know, humans are not good to be Green Lanterns, but look at this, the ring chose him, it's there with him as one, you know, something like that, like a little, you know, a little tribunal, like I've seen in the comics and all that. But wow, I mean, blown away by this movie. Overall, like I gotta tell you, my rating on this movie out of 5 is a 4.5 out of 5, because I mean, I don't give it a perfect 5 because it needed to be longer. It ended and I was like, God damn, like I want more, man. I want more of this. Like I seriously want more of this. I saw it with 3 of my friends and they were beyond pleased. I had a friend that's a very, very mega fan of the Green Lantern, read all the Jeff Johns graphic novels, and he was completely blown away by this movie. And like I said, it needed to be longer, and needed some parts needed to be more, you know, elaborated. But overall, it is not a bad movie like these people are calling it. It is a great movie, and right now as it stands, it is the best movie of the summer I've seen. I know you guys are going to disagree with me with X-Men, because X-Men is the only competition this movie has right now. Thor was good, but there was no competition. X-Men took that spot, and this took it the first now as a superhero movie of the summer. We were still waiting for Captain America. I don't think I'm hoping, you know what, hey, and Transformers, of course. But when it comes to heroism, like, I know the movie, the X-Men movie was good, was great, very well structured, very serious. This movie, I think this movie was really serious too. And when you compare it, I didn't feel, I was waiting for X-Men the whole time to be uplifted. I mean, the only guy that uplifted me in that movie was Magneto. But how, and he just like his power and getting this and being hit, I felt great, man. I felt like this is a real, true superhero movie. Like, he's a hero. He's the hero right there, the main guy glowing in the middle of the screen. Especially with this, oh man, the final scene when he takes Parallax to the sun and the gravitational pull, and then he's sitting in front of the sun. Man, it was like Super Saiyan stuff, like anime, man. It looked amazing. Like, it was like, I felt it all. I felt the power of this movie. Like I say, a 4.5 out of 5 for me. And screw the critics, screw everybody that's talking bad about this movie. Go see this movie. And I'm telling you, stick around for the in between the credits there. Don't leave your seat and watch that clip, an awesome clip. And let me tell you, this is a build-up for part 2, and in part 2 it's going to be the epic movie. I guarantee you, this is going to be awesome. I hope you guys enjoy my review. I got a wedding tonight, so I got to get ready. And enjoy. Go see this movie right now. Do not listen to the critics. Get pumped. Green Lantern's life. Take it easy, guys.
Brightest day. Blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light!